Okay.
Well, Camel is dropping the kids off before he comes on the stream.
Is that a euphemism or is he actually doing that?
That is a euphemism.
Okay. Because I assumed it was. I didn't think Camel had kids, but hey.
And it is
Maybe
documented that he is dropping kids, euphemistic kids off at pools.
okay. 'Cause, I mean, I didn't think he had kids, but hey, I don't know him as well as I possibly thought. Um, so yeah, so he'll be along shortly. So yeah, what have you been up to? It's been well, it's been like a day, but something might have happened since.
Yeah, not much has happened today. It's I mean, I supposedly got my insurance stuff taken care of, so that's uh
What insurance is this?
my car insurance.
Oh, okay.
Good morning,
And,
gentlemen.
How's it going?
I just got back to the house, spent a little time with the family.
how you going, Camel?
It's going all right. Did some yard work for my mother and grandmother this evening after it cooled down a little bit. And then we went out and got some dinner
Oh,
and watched some Netflix. I'm introducing my mother to Supernatural. She's on season 1 right now, and she seems to be enjoying it.
and do you recommend this show? Is it?
I like it. They're going into their final season this fall, if I'm not mistaken, and you don't see a lot of TV shows having that kind of run anymore.
Yeah, it's
How long?
what 15.
15, yeah.
Wow, that is a very very long run for a modern show.
Yeah, and they don't do like the 10 episode season or 13. They do like a full 22.
It's a lot of content to watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
22-hour long. Yeah.
Well, they're closer to like 45 because they have
Well-
the commercial breaks.
Yeah, if you go through like a regular
Netflix.
TV thing. TV show, quote unquote, it's an hour long show. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you want to get technical with the commercials and such.
yes. I don't have Netflix. I found it hard to justify. I've got like so many other things taking up my time that like I can't imagine that I'd sit down and watch a TV show like on top of the video games and YouTube and everything else. Like, if I didn't have a scheduled time to watch a movie every week because of Tartnest's movie stream, I'd never watch a movie either.
Oh, and I just invited Prospero,
Okay, cool.
so hopefully
Hey,
she's.
girl. And Monkey's trying to steal your audience.
Well, he will be in a half an hour.
Who will be?
I
going
got a
on?
notification saying Monkey's live now.
Oh, is he?
He said he was going to start early, but that was 5 minutes ago. He said he'd be starting soon.
Yeah.
Well, 10 minutes ago.
Look, my notification from like 30 seconds ago said Ranting Monkey is live. So presumably he
Nope, he is live.
Well, this was fun. Good night, everybody.
And we're all gonna go watch Monkey.
well, on the plus side it means we've got the whole stream to ourselves.
Oh.
The offensive stuff that we say.
And he's got half the people I invited too.
Peter are watching Monkey. I
Yeah.
take it.
Um,
Okay.
Peter is. Peter, Jack, and Shio are all over there with Monkey.
That doesn't surprise me. And Delahay's just confirmed that he has started. So
Yeah. He's messing up my schedule, man. I'm used to 1 a.m. Monkey. I know. I start watching Monkey, and then I play my video games for a while, and around the time he wraps up, that's when I go to bed. He's fucking my sleep schedule up, dude.
that's very insensitive of him. You'll have to complain.
I know, right?
I mean, complain to him. You're already complaining to us.
Where is Monkey's HR department?
I think that's Lady Monkey.
Well, she does follow me. I could say something to her.
There you
Just send her a quick DM. Hey, tell your husband to keep a schedule.
go.
It's
But yeah, I'm used to him starting at 4 in the afternoon, my time. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's because you're in upside down land.
I know, but it's like, because I don't have much sense of actual, like, what time of the day it is, I noticed on, I got the notification, that, is it 4 o'clock already? And it's like, oh no, it's only 3:30. So, he's throwing me off too, just to a lesser extent.
1 a.m. for me, 4 p.m. Okay, that's cool. Well, I got a better idea of how to gauge time in Australia now.
Yeah, it's I'm getting a bit better at it, but there's too many time zones, so being able to convert for Lords of the Night doesn't always help me if I'm converting for you and Johnny.
Well, we definitely don't have a set schedule, so
oh yeah, there is no.
I wouldn't worry about it.
No, but if you say like we're going to be doing torture is how you make friends at 7 p.m. I
Oh,
still
yeah.
I still have to go to Google to work out when that is for me.
Well, don't feel bad, man. I still have to Google converting Fahrenheit to Celsius.
Well, if you just use common sense and use the right measurement system, problem solved.
Well, we do.
No, you don't. You use the verifiably wrong one because if it was the right one, I'd be using it too, and I'm not. So, checkmate.
We use the right temperature system. We use the right measurements for weights and distances. We drive on the proper side of the road. The rest of you guys need to get in line. That's all I'm saying.
I think you need to broaden your horizons.
I gotta,
See
I gotta say, like 90% of the world uses metric.
yeah.
I think when America was conceived was founded, they're just like, so how should we do our measurements? Oh, fuck everyone else. We're doing this thing our way.
America. Yeah, exactly.
There's one downside if you do convert to the metric system, and that is the SJWs will be happy because you're no longer using imperial measurements, and they're very down on imperialism. So that is a downside. You'll make those annoying little shits happy. But I think
There's my response.
So did those clips come out okay? That I sent you?
I literally just got home. I hadn't had a chance to check them.
Oh, okay.
But when I opened up the Coming to America clip you sent me on my phone, it wouldn't stop. Like I tried
Nice.
exiting out of it. I tried turning on turning my. I almost turned my phone off. That's how bad it got because it just kept going. Because my phone is a potato. So.
I don't even know how old my phone is. I can't even remember what year I bought it in. So it's not recent.
I think my phone's going on 5 years old at least, maybe 6.
I think I'm at 4 because I guess one time when I got blackout drunk and punched my phone by the person I was with, like she told me that I was trying to, because the song started playing and someone asked what it was, and I have this app on my phone called SoundHound.
Oh yeah.
And it'll listen to the song and kind of it'll tell you who's there. Well, like for some reason it like wouldn't, when I pushed the thing it didn't go. So I like very hardly like pressed on my phone, and then finally I just punched it and it just cracked the screen.
Whoops.
Why does Sports Center cover the Scripps National Spelling Bee?
The same reason.
Is it better played as a contact sport? Maybe that's why they do it.
Same reason they do the Poker World Tour.
Because if there's a tackle version of a spelling bee, I would watch that.
They're not going to let little Indian kids tackle each other while they're trying to spell words.
Well, then
I mean, I'd watch it too, but they're not going to do that. The only thing I enjoy about every time this comes around, every year, is remembering that just because they can spell all those words doesn't mean that they can actually like write well or anything.
Yeah, it's just memorization. It's not. It doesn't mean they know what the word means. It doesn't mean that they can use it in a sentence or anything. It just means I spent enough time memorizing this word to be able to recall it at a whim.
But no, that's actually something I've read somewhere. I can't tell you where now. But just because they do well at spelling those words, they're actually really horrible at grammar.
Yeah, I mean, it's unrelated skills. It's like being able to spell is just, like I said, memorizing what order the letters are in. It doesn't mean you know anything grammatically about the English language. It's just you can remember things.
Did you guys see that the honey badgers responded to SDA's video about the drama?
I did.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
I sat there and I was like, holy shit, it's Thursday. How is this still a thing?
I lost track. When was Memorial Day?
Monday.
That is a long time to still be harping on about this.
Yeah. Like, I about went full Dave Cullen looking at my phone. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? How is this a thing?
How is this a thing?
Yep.
But yeah, I'm on Brian's side. I want them to do a live stream, not because I take the Badger side or anything. I just want to see the shit show that would result from SDA versus Allison. And I think it'd be like car crash appeal. It's just so horrible you can't look away.
That'd be Sweetie Squad 2.0.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm all for Brian Martinez having the SDA Allison squabble aired for all to see. Mm. And I will thank you to use the correct term, Ramen. It's not the Zoofing stream.
Who's giving you reverb, Clyde? Is Johnny trying to silence me again?
No, I heard you guys on the preview. We're good to go on that.
Well, not according to our resident mechanic, dude. He's saying he's getting reverb.
And I will thank you to use the correct.
Oh, sounds like there's an echo. It's not coming from me.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Unless it is my unless it is my speakers.
Penis, vagina, vagina, vagina.
Let's
Ike the like.
let's see about turning this down.
So,
Yep. The chat is they're concurring with Clyde. They're hearing echo.
and typical Johnny fashion, it's when anyone other than him speaks.
It's never me. It's everyone else's fault.
Oh, everybody but Johnny.
And apparently we've lured Sora over from Monkey's stream, unless she's too timing.
Are you double dipping, Sora?
Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Oh, I need to pull up my email to get those sound clips.
Why?
Johnny, you should feel special. You're the only reason I ever check my Gmail.
Yeah, that's what you're saying when we were sending the games. It was yeah,
Literally, the only thing in my inbox is emails from you and Steam telling me that there's games I can't afford to buy on sale.
Nice. Let's see.
And Sora has been killing zombies, which I thoroughly approve of.
There we go. Okay, so that one works pretty good. Let's see. Now, how can I move it over?
So how is it, Clyde? Is it better?
Sora has been killing zombies, which I thoroughly approve of.
Alright, those play good. Now I just need to figure out how to get them over to my sound pad. Penis, penis, penis. Vagina, vagina, vagina.
Ahoy, hoy, hoy.
Yeah, I think it's the
Much better now. Okay.
yeah, I got new speakers today so that I could not have my second monitor take over as the desktop monitor or the desktop sound. And so I think it's being so loud that it's being picked up by my mic.
Well, let's see. Where can I find that at? Really?
And just to prove that this is a superior stream to Monkeys, Della Hazed, Sora, Clyde Soapbox, Ramen Noodles. It's not in the first 5 minutes, and I'm still shouting out your name. We are the superior stream.
Yes, we were past the 5-minute mark and you didn't even have to pay for it.
Damn straight.
That means Terry is a cheaper whore than Monkey.
I've never denied it.
I don't know why it's opening those sound clips in this player, but I don't want it in that player.
It's not in the first 5 minutes, and I'm still shouting out your name.
Oh, I'm getting playback.
No, that was me turning up my other speaker. It's my I can kind of hear some echoing.
save this to my drive instead. I'll pull them up from that. So maybe that'll make it easier here. So how was your day, gentlemen? You said you got your insurance sorted, Johnny?
So far, yes. Um, now I just have to wait for the charge that they have set to be refunded. And oh god, it was a mess because I went to the insurance company because I was like, I'm gonna start with you guys to find out what the hell's going on. And they were like, oh well, you can't. Well, we sent the information over to the bank, and then she was clipping through a computer, and then she just gives this, oh, and I'm like, you didn't send the information over, did you? And so it sounds like the insurance company didn't send the information that they were supposed to over to the bank, telling them that, this is the transfer of data that to move from one vehicle to the next. And then I went to the bank to find out how I was going to get that charge taken off, because they haven't taken any of the money yet. It's I had accidentally paid my car payment earlier than I had planned, and and accidentally, because I was gonna pay my phone bill, and I went to my bank thing to see how much money I had in my account, to my bank app.
Yep.
And I was like, oh well, I can just do this and do, and I'm like, oh wait, I just paid my car off. Like, whoops.
Well, let me ask you this: at any point, did you ask the insurance people this question?
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I'm going to take that as it works.
Yes, it does.
It's a good quote. I like that one.
I like that, and that one, and this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
And I'm also partial to him quoting Ezekiel 25:17.
I think that is probably my favorite scene in Pulp Fiction. The whole what does Marcellus Wallace look like, and the whole routine with Samuel L. Jackson. That's probably my favorite part of Pulp Fiction.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like that last diner scene. I like that one pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of good scenes. I think that's probably my most memorable one.
Yeah, I don't think it seems like when I last watched it, because I know I watched it more than once, but I watched the last scene. I'm like, I don't remember any of this.
And maybe that means, that how do you say it? Maybe that means that you're the tyranny of evil men, and I am the weak, and Mr. 9mm here is a shepherd protecting my righteous ass. We both know that ain't the case, Ringo. Oh, Ramen Noodles has not seen Pulp Fiction. Oh my god.
It's one of Tarantino's better movies. I think there's probably a case to be made that it's one of his best. I like
I was gonna say it's a toss up between that and Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah,
But you know what this means, right? You know what this means? Ramen admitting he's not seen Pulp Fiction. It means we have a communist in the chat.
Oh.
for you, Ramen?
Let's see if that summons Pork Pork or possibly even the Russians.
Apparently, there's no more echo. Della's just like, what the hell? Oh no, that was for Ramen. Okay.
But I put Reservoir Dogs over Pulp Fiction, but they're both excellent.
Yeah, yeah. I put Reservoir Dogs just above Pulp Fiction for the simple fact that I saw Four Rooms before Pulp Fiction.
I also saw Four Rooms before Pulp Fiction.
So the storytelling style, I'd already seen it, and it didn't hold as much sway over me as with Reservoir Dogs.
I was so unlucky. The first time I sat down to watch Reservoir Dogs, the very ending, the DVD stopped working. So I went back to the video shop because this is back when they still existed, and they did their cleaning thing. Took it back home, still didn't work. Took it back. They didn't have a different copy of the movie to give me, so they just said you'll have to take something else.
Mm.
It was like another 6 months before I actually saw the ending from when I first sat down to try and watch it.
Yeah, that's a slow burn right there.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, I was watching the special features like after I went out and bought my own copy of it and watched the full movie. The same thing apparently happened when Tarantino was showcasing this movie to like the Sundance Film Festival. It stopped working right at the ending. Like, oh, God. The curse
Yeah.
has followed me.
Now, see, Ramen, I don't blame you at all for that, not liking Tarantino movies, but those are two that you should sit down and watch. Those are the only two that I'll say that you should definitely watch.
I had to double check this, but Jackie Brown, which was also a Tarantino flick, my friend had a quote in our yearbook from that movie, the AK-47, when you absolutely positively want to kill every motherfucker in the room. They didn't allow that in the yearbook.
Funnily enough.
Oh, see, nobody ever had any clever yearbook quotes like that when I was growing up. Did you ever see the one going around the internet of the chick that had spelled out, was it "get money, fuck bitches" in chemistry and elemental symbols?
Yeah, yeah.
That was hilarious. Or no, she just used the words and like you were supposed to like shorten it down to their
Yeah,
table of element symbol.
She wrote the chemicals, and then if you found out the actual abbreviation for each chemical, it spelled that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was sitting there, I was like, I want to meet that chick. Would have been nice having her in my chemistry class. Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. Those are by far his two best movies. Ramen.
I'll just write it out.
Yeah, if you don't want to watch anything else, watch those two.
Yeah, I just wrote it out for him just in case easier to copy and paste into IMDb or whatever.
If anything, just watch Reservoir Dogs for the soundtrack.
Yeah, that was a good soundtrack. That was actually where I first heard Little Green Bag. And I love that song.
Whenever I hear Steelers Wheel Stuck in the Middle with You, I think of two things: Reservoir Dogs and driving down the highway with my dad as a kid. It's a nice little juxtaposition of memories. If you've ever seen Reservoir Dogs,
I liked that song before I saw Reservoir Dogs, so I don't have the same connection between the song and the scene. To me, it's just, hey, that was a cool scene with that song in it, rather than the memory going, the sound of the song going, oh, I remember Reservoir Dogs now.
Well, I heard it a ton as a kid, listening to the radio, driving,
Hmm.
with my dad. So that's the first thing that pops in my head. The second one is Reservoir Dogs.
Okay.
I just said hello to Monkey's chat through my chat.
Right. The
Hi from my stream.
the song that reminds me of my dad is "You've Got the Music in You, Don't Let Go." I forget the "You Only Get What You Give." That's what it's called. Because every time that song came on the TV, he'd say, "I love this song," and so every single time I hear that song, I hear my dad's voice saying, "No, I really like this song."
Yeah, well, it's either that, Steelers Wheel, or it's the Pink Panther theme song
I like that.
for my dad.
Mine is CCR's Bad Moon Rising.
Ooh,
Ah,
good song.
In fact, my ringtone for him before my last before my phone had to be like factory reset was it was Lagwagon's version of Bad Moon Rising.
Okay. I haven't changed the ringtones on my phone at all. So it's still just a generic iPhone thing.
yeah, I haven't played around with any ringtones on this one. Um, there was a girl in college that burned me out on ringtones because I used to have customized ringtones for everybody, and there was this one girl. Like if anytime someone would text me, it would be the Super Mario theme. Do 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 do. She texted me so much trying to get, you know, with one of my buddies
Right.
that everybody knew what was going on, even his girlfriend.
Oh God.
And I was like, "Yep, no more customized ringtones."
Yeah. I mean, I don't have that problem because no one's going to hear my phone ringing other than me.
Oh well, I
But
don't have that problem anymore either. But then I was like, "Yeah, that's between that and using the Imperial March for my mother." Um,
I
they She didn't seem to appreciate that. I thought it was funny.
think it's funny.
Well,
Yeah.
one thing that I noticed on my cell phone, and I noticed this on Facebook. I mentioned that on Facebook is anytime I want to ask my mom for anything over the phone, I have to dial 666. She was not a fan of that revelation.
Hey, Bella.
Hey,
I thought I
What's up, Della?
recognized your voice.
not much. So we're talking about ringtones right now?
Yeah, just at the moment. Johnny sent me some sound clips, and I don't know, somehow got talking about ringtones.
Well,
Well,
I did have ringtones set for different people. It was a way to tell me if I wanted to get up and answer my phone.
yeah.
Well, I already know the answer to that question.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't uh, have separate ringtones for people, but I do have a custom one. But I changed it up a couple months ago. This is it now. Hold on. Trying to, there you are.
69 ball gags inside.
Okay.
I pledge fuck to the fist of the wet dildo of titty, and to the vibrator for which it squirts 69 ball gags inside Stormy Daniels, oily with nipples and strap-ons for Jews.
Okay, you can stop doing that now.
That sounds very Mad Libby there.
Yeah. Well, Satsy wanted that as a ringtone, and I clipped it, and I'm like, you know what? That does sound like a good ringtone. And it's funny because the only calls I get are from fucking telemarketers or some shit. So I just love leaving it upstairs in my bag at work and imagining people's faces when they're up there getting ready for their shifts or getting ready after their shifts, and it just randomly goes off and like, whose phone is that and what the fuck is going on? I want to be there one day to see someone react to it.
Well, see, I have an idea for the perfect ringtone for me. It's just the only thing of it is, it'll reverse dox me if I ever use it.
Ah.
Because this, to me, is the perfect customized ringtone.
Hate Camel is a god.
Yes. Yes. That's right.
Well, you can just say that you've joined the religion of Hate Camel and worship Hate Camel, and that's why it's your ringtone.
Or maybe this one.
Boobies. I enjoy boobies. Boobies. Boobies.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go into Irate Bear,
Let's get a look at them Jew titties.
Ranty monkey, we can't have any more babies. Why you want to rub that in, man? Because he cupped to his wife, and now he can't produce life.
Actually, if we're gonna play that game with Irate Bear,
ooh,
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull the race card. Fuck it. I've had enough of this shit. I'm gonna fucking use their own tactics against them. Rule 4, motherfucker. Rule 4. European cunts, you bunch of racists. You keep trying to keep a 1/4 black man down. I'm a mixed race entrepreneur, nigga.
I've been meaning to download that so I can clip that.
Well, so far one of my favorite ones that I never really get a chance to use is it's not Bear, but
Let me stream and I'll suck your dick.
yes, I downloaded that too when you posted it. Fuck.
I thought it was hilarious. Like,
Creating porn videos, Pornhub, first search result. I'm looking at it right now.
It's not a cream pie, though. Jesus.
Okay, but you're not the expert on this, sir.
I am the expert on this. I am the expert.
No, I love that one.
my favorite part of posting that little clip though was like Sinatra replied to, is like, send that to me too.
Well, you seen the ones Sinatra? You seen the one Sinatra asked, that I posted? Sinatra asked for on Satsu stream the other night.
No, I haven't. See, with my work schedule now, I don't ever get a chance to watch Lords of the Night. And by the time that I get home, like Minions is on, and then shortly thereafter Monkey's starting. So
yeah, it was on Satsu's gaming stream. Hold on, I'll look it up after. I'll look it up on my Twitter. After I finish looking for this clip here. I got a good one of Skep last night. Where did I put it? Right, memory lane.
but no, had a pretty decent evening. Like I said, just some quiet family time on the day off.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and what's really funny to me is because I've seen Supernatural before, up to I think I'm on season 13, and my mom, she's sitting there watching it for the first time. I forgot how much they focused in on the monsters, like in the first season, because they're still getting their legs. Yeah. And so they got all these nice little jump scares in there, and she bites on every one of them. It's hilarious. I just see her at the corner of my eye just jumping like, like, this is episode 12. How have you not gotten used to this yet? But other than that, I've pretty much been off the internet all day, guys. Have I missed anything good?
The SDA versus Badger fight is the only thing that I really that's the only thing that's caught my attention.
I hope that if I ever make an ass of myself like that on the internet, I will just take the L, because, like I said, it's Thursday, man. It's Friday now.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to keep harping on your loss for 4 days.
No. If like I said, I'm saying I hope that if it ever comes to that, I'll be able to recognize it and just take the L, because that's sad.
It is. It's cool that SDA is involved because before it was just, you know, Allison made an idiot of herself. That's nothing new, but now SDA is involved. It feels a bit more close to home. It's like, oh, this is actually someone I know getting involved. And I don't count Monkey because Monkey gets involved in every Twitter fight that crosses his path.
And I count Monkey because it's enjoyable to watch him doing it.
It is, but I'm just saying that uh, seeing Monkey in a Twitter fight doesn't have that same. Ooh, this is close to home. It's like, oh yeah, Monkey's just fighting again.
Yeah.
Where SDA is not on my timeline nearly as often. So when I see her get embroiled in something like, ooh, I'll have to watch this.
Yeah, I hardly ever see her on my timeline either. That's why I was sometimes like, wait, this is still going on? Really?
It's mostly her just shilling her book. Like,
Yeah.
that's when I see her on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. But I don't even really see that. Like, I don't know. Actually, I don't even know why it popped up on my timeline. I don't know if I'm following her or not. Maybe somebody else retweeted it. I don't know.
I think Chaos was involved, like Chaos Eve.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You probably saw her involvement. I don't know who else. I think Pop Tart had a fight with them as well. Um, yeah, I can't remember who else commented on it, but I know KFC did, and I'm pretty much the same as Ramen. If it wasn't for Minions of the Zoo, Lords of the Night, and stuff like that, I wouldn't know anything that was going on. And that's pretty true for me. I don't watch the news. I watch Lords of the Night.
That's her pinned tweet.
What's happening? What's the tweet?
Oh, her video for the honey badger
Oh, right.
drama. That's her pinned tweet.
Well, I
Nice.
suppose that makes sense.
Oh. Uh-oh.
I think SDA just always pins her most recent video to the top, so I don't think it's specifically a response to.
No. But I like this. Right. So, here's a note for anyone in the future. Don't message me on 10 different places using 3 different people asking for a live stream if you don't want to do a live stream. I'm not going to, quote, settle anything in DMs. If you want my opinion, watch the damn video. Ouch.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah, and I did watch the video. It was not anything amazing. It was just what you'd expect, saying, "Don't shit on the memories of dead people just because you've got an axe to grind." And like that's what everyone's saying. It didn't really need to be its own video, but yeah. I mean, I'm glad that her making the video led to this fight with Allison and Brian. So that
There's a
worked out.
paw under my door. I think Katsu's trying to make an appearance. I just heard a thumping. I look over and I just see this one black paw just reaching under the door.
And does Katsu have an account on YouTube yet?
Not yet. Like I said, I haven't been on the internet today.
Someone's got to keep Lord Meowington company.
Very true. Very true.
That's too much work.
Wait a second now. This is what I get for scrolling through SDA's timeline. Are you telling me Seth Rogen is playing Pumbaa in the new Lion King?
Yes.
No. Who's Billy Eichner?
Billy Eichner is the gay dude from Billy on the Street. If you've ever heard of that.
I'm vaguely aware of that name. I have no idea who the person is because I've never sat down and watched it.
Do you have Hulu?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
Beyonce is playing Nala. Oh, God. And Dong Lover is no, no. Why are they trying to ruin my childhood?
It's profitable, or at least they expect it to be profitable.
Oh, they're gonna profit off somebody else because I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah, me either.
I've already seen The Lion King. I don't need to see a new one.
No, I'm not interested in it. Like I said, I don't watch that many movies to begin with, but there's nothing about a remake of The Lion King that's inspiring me to rush out and go watch it.
I might watch it when the group home that I work at buys it.
Well, I mean, as long as you're not shilling out for it, then yeah, sure.
I
But
think the only way I'd see it is if someone picked it for Tartnest's movie stream. It's like, we're watching the remake of The Lion King. Like, all right, whatever. But other than that, I probably will never see it.
new release of Lady and the Tramp with Tessa Thompson as Lady.
I don't know who that is.
She was Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
And she was in the Creed movies as the love interest of Adonis Creed, played by Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
And she's in the new Men in Black International that's coming out.
And
her and Hemsworth.
Was this Adonis Creed all about standing with arms wide open?
No, it's part of the Rocky franchise. He's supposed to be Apollo Creed's son.
Right.
Which the first one was just pretty much a remake of Rocky, and the second one is like a remake, or it's supposed to be like based off of Rocky 4 when Rocky punches communism.
Rocky punches communism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've only seen one Marvel movie, and that was Iron Man, and I didn't really like it. So people have told me that's one of the good ones. So I'm assuming I wouldn't like the others any more than I liked Iron Man. So I didn't see Thor.
I like Thor Ragnarok. I was not really a big fan of 1 or 2.
Okay.
I don't think anybody's a fan of Thor 2. If there are any people out there that liked it, I haven't met them. But Thor Ragnarok actually felt like a comic book movie to me. It was colorful. It had good comedic timing. The only thing that really sucked about it was Ruffalo.
Is Thor Ragnarok the one with that rock guy, Korg or whatever his name is?
Yes. That's the director who voiced that actually.
Yeah, because Frosted Glass said I sound like him. So that's my only knowledge of Thor Ragnarok is there's a rock dude named Korg with a Kiwi accent that Frosted thinks sounds like me.
Isn't that fighting words for an Australian?
Well, Frosted is funny enough when he plays Jackbox games that I let it ride. If you've seen him on Jackbox, he is, especially with Survive the Internet, one of the funniest guys playing. So yeah, I can forgive him for getting me mixed up with a Kiwi, as long as he keeps that level of comedy up.
Well, I remember when I was a teenager working in fast food. There was one night I was working in the drive-thru, and somebody came through with an accent. I was like, "All right, I've got your total. Your food's will be at the window when you pull around. I just have one question before you do. Aussie or Kiwi?" I'm like, "Oh, we're from Australia." I was like, "Okay, pull around." They're like, "Why did you ask us at the speaker box thing?" I was like, "Because I didn't want to ask you to your face in case you got pissed off."
I want to pass that off to someone else.
When I was in England, people were saying that they always guess Kiwi instead of Australian because the Kiwis will get more offended at being called Australian than the Australians will at being called Kiwis. And it's like, probably true because
Kiwis have claimed that too. Yeah.
Kiwis are like the shitty little chicken hawk trying to sort of beat up the foghorn leghorn. So So that they're very insecure about their insignificance. So yeah, I think there's probably some wisdom to that. Just guess Kiwi, even if you're wrong. You'll offend the Australians less than if you'd done it the other way around.
So apparently there is going to be another Rambo movie,
Yep. That's
Rambo Last Blood.
I've heard.
I can't remember the last time I watched a Rambo movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen the original.
Well, what the original was called First Blood.
Yeah, I know. But I haven't seen it. Is what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I remember seeing the original. I think I saw like the second one. But anything after that, I don't recall. The second wasn't the second one when we went to go like try and rescue POWs or something.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the last one I saw.
Yeah.
And
I've
I
seen-
remember Rambo 3, but I don't remember what the the point of it was.
I've seen very few Stallone movies. I've seen the first Rocky, and that might actually be it. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that I've seen Stallone in. But, oh wait, I did see Stop or My Mum Will Shoot.
Let's see, Rambo 3. Rambo mounts a one-man mission to save his friend Colonel Troutman, from the clutches of formidable Soviet forces in Afghanistan.
That's
Oh, Hi, I Think I'm Real is trying to be spicy again, I guess.
the sex work isn't real work thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
he's annoying sometimes.
That is why I wholeheartedly support Jack trying to piss him off.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in favor of anyone pissing him off.
There was one night where he asked for people to send him like cringe tweets and stuff. So Jack and I both just sent him his own tweets, and I think we broke him in less than an hour too.
Well, if you're going to post something like that, that's just expect that response. I mean,
Right.
it's the obvious joke.
Well, yeah, it started with Bunty. Bunty did that. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to do this thing. I want if you find a trash tweet, send it to me."
Yeah.
And of course, the first thing they sent was that one.
Yeah. Because that's the obvious joke. It's like one of the prompts in Quiplash is, "What's the worst game you've ever played?" And Quiplash is such an obvious joke that the game has a built-in response for when you put that in. It's like there's certain jokes that you just have to expect when you set them up that easily.
Yeah.
See, I will never take part in any of these things. Post the first GIF that comes up when you type your last name.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Like, I'm not telling you what my last name is in GIF form, dude.
Well,
The NSA already knows. They don't need any more information on me. Why would I give it to you?
everyone already knows my surname, which is right there on the screen whenever I chat. But I mean, what kind of
I might
that?
actually watch the NBA Finals, dude.
Okay.
Apparently the Raptors took game 1. Huh.
But yeah, I mean, I can't think of what point there would be in just sharing a random GIF just because it came up when I searched my own name. Like, who cares?
Yeah, I
Oh,
never
Stargazer. Why?
I never
Why?
even do the first person anyway.
What'd she do?
She didn't do anything
Okay,
except
yeah.
for retweet somebody that I didn't want to know about on YouTube.
Oh no.
The apparently the zoo files are are migrating over to the Twitters.
Oh, fun! I saw that tweet by Stargazer. I just ignored it. I didn't want to get involved.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, here's one from Necrosol. The man who set himself on fire in the White House died.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well. Oh, Drunkle, why did you put that image in my head?
Self-immolation tends not to be very healthy, just as a general rule. I can't say I'm surprised that he died.
Was he protesting or was he just trying to show Trump some barbecue techniques?
Protesting.
Protesting what?
He was protesting Trump's barbecue techniques.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the man puts ketchup on his steak and he eats KFC with a fork, so I can understand. I can understand that.
That's a little bad.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, but there's gonna be a but. I have eaten ketchup on a steak, but it's because I didn't have anything else to put it on.
So you were eating a subpar quality steak and you had to make up for it.
Yep.
Okay, he's a billionaire who can afford to have somebody cook him a proper steak. He shouldn't need ketchup.
Yeah,
exactly.
But
that thing should be seasoned and marinated already.
Guys, if I gotta see it, you gotta see it.
All right,
Oh my Atlanta, and now there's no unseeing it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
That's just so mean. Like, oh, that's just so mean.
I think Heel is a lot prettier than Riley. I mean,
and easier on the ears too.
Yes.
See, I don't watch H3H3, so I wouldn't know what she sounds like. I just know that I saw that it's like, oh.
Well, I mean, basically how Riley would sound with a dick in his mouth. Except more actually womanly voiced.
Thank you for that, Terry, because I didn't know how to spell her name.
Yeah. Ethan's wife. For the curious, yeah. And apparently Ramen set his shirt on fire with a bottle firework, so hopefully he only did that once and he learnt his lesson.
Well, he says once.
But no, I keep seeing like Tom Segura keeps popping up on H3H3. So I keep saying it's like one of these days I'll go and I'll check it out, but I never do. And then I saw that clip of iDubbbz on H3H3 where Ethan kept saying those infamous words.
Yeah.
And even I have a limit, so I'm not going to say it on here.
Well, and I actually, I got in a fight with my friend, Trademark.
Oh, the debate coach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I told him that there's nothing wrong with saying it when you're saying it in a certain context. And he goes, well, what context would it be okay to say something like that? I'm like, well, if you're talking about, say, quotes from a song, if you're talking about, Huckleberry Finn,
or if you're insulting an actual racist. I love using it to insult an actual racist because it's kind of it's like calling. I'm trying to think of another example here, and right now for some reason I'm drawing a blank. But You know, if you have like a hardcore racist dude, like white dude, and you call him that word, it makes their head explode. They don't like it.
Well, Monty Python had a very informative song, "Never Be Rude to an Arab," and and that song is full of excellent advice. There's never be rude to an Arab, a Saudi, Israeli, or Jew. Never be rude to an Irishman, no matter what you do. Um, never be rude to. Never put down a nigger, a spick, or a wop, or a kraut. And then he gets blown up before he finishes the next line. It's full of excellent advice. You should do all of those things.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
He's googling the song.
No, you know what I think we should do? I think we should bring back like jokes about like the Irish and the Italians and stuff. Just to show that bigotry, it's an American as apple pie.
Well, not just
it's not about race. It's about whether or not you've been here long enough to actually be part of the club.
Well, for me, it's more a case of I will make fun of and laugh at the insults towards any group, including ones I'm part of. Like if you've got a really funny Aussie joke, I'll laugh at it. If it's a really funny, almost 40-year-old never leaves the house joke, I'll laugh at that. It's like I'm very even-handed.
Where I grew up, there was a big community of Irish, Italian, and Germans.
Right.
So there was plenty of potato jokes, plenty of Nazi jokes, and plenty of jokes about the Italians. My favorite one being what sound does an Italian tire make when it goes flat?
Wop, 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 wop.
They go wop 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 wop. You get two slurs for the price of one.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you beat that deal?
Yeah, it's I think it's important that like if you are only making racist jokes towards black people, then yeah, that's kind of shitty. But if
That's
you
just
make
lazy, is what it is.
yeah, if you make racist jokes towards everyone, then you're not really racist. You're just equal opportunity offender, and I think there's nothing wrong with being one of those. Like there was a mass shooting, and it was in a church, and I pointed out the appropriateness of a mass shooting. And Tartness was very upset with me. She's like, I'm not even Catholic, and I find that, and that's too much. It's like I'd say the same about any group if there was a joke to be made. It's like
I didn't even realize Tartness was a girl, so there you go.
yeah, she's the Tartness and something from Thoughts from an Older Mind or something like that. She's got a couple of accounts, but yeah, she didn't like it. And well,
Wait, Thoughts from an Older Mind. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think that's her.
Oh, I've gotten a couple Twitter thoughts follow me recently, apparently.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah, I got a couple new ones, I guess.
It's always handy.
Apparently I lost one too, though, because I'm down to 155.
What's my Twitter account? I have 281 followers. I don't know how that happens. I don't know why anyone who doesn't know me would follow me.
Yeah, I don't either.
When did I break the 160 barrier into almost 190?
Oh wow, nicely done.
I'm at 188 right now.
I'm at 174.
It's strange because like I can't think of any reason if you're not my friend why someone would follow me, because mostly I just chat to my friends and
Mm-hmm.
and smart ass comments. It's like, you don't know me. What are you following me for? I mean, I have no problem with it. Follow me if you want, but it just seems weird.
Yeah, I get the every now and then I get the one that's just gonna follow and hope for a follow back, or usually
Yeah.
it's just a follow and unfollow kind of thing. Like I, I've grown used to it now, so that's why I didn't even notice I was at 188.
Hmm. I've noticed a lot of they obviously don't give a shit about me. They're just hoping I'll follow back.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember there was one time I went and liked a whole bunch of metal bands because oh wow, they're on Twitter. Okay. And then the next day I woke up to like 5 or 6 random metal bands I'd never heard of who had started following me. Like quite clearly it's not that they care about me, it's just they're trying to catch my eye. It's like, oh, they're on Twitter, I'll follow them.
Oh, Tartness is following me. Okay. And for some reason, Alex Jones' podcast is following me too.
Nice.
Fair enough. And let's see. I don't know if anyone special is following me.
Oh, Ben Bailey stopped following me. Shucks. He was one of my first followers.
He follows me still.
There's yeah, most of the people following me are either people I've never heard of or people from Monkey's Chat. Like I don't know who Aussie Jeff is, but Aussie Jeff is following me.
There's no way she'll ever get the nomination, but at this point, Tulsi Gabbard would be the person I'd vote for.
I don't know anything about her other than Monkey thinks she's hot.
She is.
Oh yeah, she's cute.
Okay, like I've not spent enough time looking into what she looks like or what her policies are. So
She's a Army veteran, if I'm not mistaken. Served in the Hawaii legislature before becoming a congresswoman representing Hawaii. Seems to be against the war on drugs, against foreign intervention, but she's not the right kind of liberal to be getting the Democratic nomination. So
I just looked her up. I mean, I'd say she's attractive for a politician. Like she's more attractive than you'd expect from a politician, but she's not like setting my heart aflutter or anything.
fair enough.
Like I'd put her in a similar category to I'm trying to think of another somewhat attractive politician. Nikki Haley is the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
She's all right looking for a politician. Like she's above average in terms of what you'd expect from a politician, but it's not like, oh wow, I'm wow. So I put them in sort of similar categories. And Raman is saying it'll be Kamala Harris and Cory Booker.
That seems to be the way Monkey's leaning too. He sees it as being more than likely Booker, but possibly Harris.
Well, I don't like Kamala Harris. I don't know much about Cory Booker other than he thinks he's Spartacus.
Well, he's already admitted a sexual assault, so.
So he's out.
Well, I guess because he admitted it, they're just going to let it slide. He admitted it when nobody accused him. I think that's the thing.
I still think that rules him out. He should have waited until he was president and then admitted it, because sex scandals are just expected from the president.
Well, no, I mean he's taken the Obama approach. Obama wrote in his book how when he was in high school he did a little blow. Did a little blow. So no big deal. Whereas if he hadn't told anybody about that and they found out about it later, be like, hey man, Why didn't you tell us we were electing a cokehead?
um, I think sexual assault is treated differently than drug use, especially in today's age. Like, I think once that's on your record, you're kind of done. Especially in the woke left that Corey's trying to appeal to. I don't think they'd ever consider someone with a sexual assault confession against them. Like, not even an accusation, a confession. I think that rules him out.
Man, David Hogg is trying to stay relevant, isn't he?
What's he done now?
You shouldn't be able to buy a gun, gun parts, or ammunition over the internet.
Why not?
I see that. I saw that a while ago.
And what's
Oh, huh?
what's different about online purchases that they need to be treated specially?
I guess he thinks that, Amazon just ships them straight to your door with no background check or anything like that. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, sure, you can buy a gun over the internet, but you still got to go to a gun dealer to pick it up and have the background check and everything ran.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, buying gun parts, what's the big deal there? It's just parts. It's not like you're buying a whole gun.
Hmm.
I'm assuming if you're buying a part for a gun, you probably already have the gun.
One
Maybe you
would
just need a replacement part.
that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a guy down around Dillon. He sells gun kits. And since it's illegal to actually sell the entire gun, he sells the kits. Like, he has the pieces broken apart.
Uh-huh.
He sells the kits and instructions on how to put it together.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, like, he sells them, like, Johnny Cash style, one piece at a time, through the mail.
No, he gives you all the pieces and then tells you how to put it together. He just can't sell it fully.
Assembled.
Yeah.
God bless that man.
And because he did a documentary on how the states got their shapes. And yeah, like, you just see over on the boundary of his property, there's just feds just sitting there.
I do think it's interesting, the difference between, like, how guns are considered in America compared to Australia, because you guys love guns far more than we do. Like, I've never met someone who's Australian who's as invested in gun rights as just like the average American seems to be.
Sorry. Another deal for your viewing pleasure. 1 second.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
All right, let me get.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty funny.
I enjoyed it.
Let me get that set up so that.
So that the audience can actually see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Roman missed out on the
Riley healer.
the Riley deal. Yeah.
There it is.
That's not it, but let's go.
It's only showing the middle one, but
There we go.
okay. Okay, now it's on the screen.
There you go.
Yeah, now that I'm 30, I'm starting to think about all the stuff that I'm going to know about that people younger than me won't. Like how I'm the only person my age or around my age that drives a manual transmission.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, those would be fairly uncommon, I would think.
And like my coworker that we were talking about last night, she's 22, and so when I gave her a ride home from work the other night, and I was explaining to her, how pretty much to drive a manual transmission, because she's only ever driven an automatic, and apparently she doesn't drive very often, if hardly ever.
Hmm.
So, but like I remember having a Walkman as a kid.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be many of those floating around anymore.
Man, I remember recording.
Mixtapes.
I remember recording cassettes onto other cassettes to make
Kids will never understand that these days.
Dude, I remember borrowing the tape recorder and player from school to fucking do that shit.
I remember once upon a time video games came on cassette tapes, and people used to just copy them onto a blank tape because there was no anti-piracy. Or the anti-piracy was all in the stuff you got with the game. So like you'd have to look stuff up in the instruction book. That was the anti-piracy. Um, but you also had photocopiers, so you could just photocopy the manual.
Yeah, those were the days.
It was a simpler time.
Yes, they were, Ramen. And try explaining that to a kid now. Like, wait, you only had like 10 songs? What'd you do when you listened to them all? You rewind and listen again.
Yeah.
Whoa! Slow down.
Wait,
what?
Exactly. That's the next question. Always.
No. They won't even be asking. They'll be pulling out their phones and Googling it.
Remember going to the video store and Be Kind Rewind? They charge you a couple bucks if you didn't.
You got to explain that to your kid by showing them the movie Be Kind Rewind first. Be like, yeah, this is why this is where it came from. It's the joke.
I don't know if I ever have kids if I want to expose them to Jack Black.
That's fair.
If I have kids, I want them to be on the honor roll or something.
Well, hey, to be fair, I was exposed to Jack Black and I was on the honor roll. The only reason I stopped being on the honor roll
rest my
was
case.
boring.
I rest my case.
Fuck you. It was boring, man. Like seriously, like everyone's fucking annoying you. Like, hey, you're so smart, Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Well, fine, fuck. I'll stop answering shit and let you guys shine. You see how it feels.
Well, you know what? Maybe if I have kids, I want them to be boring. Maybe that's
Well, they could be boring all they want. I mean, look at me, but they don't have to be bored while doing it.
So you guys want to make this less of a lie and we can do a Jackbox?
I was just sitting here killing time until we got around to the game. Yeah.
Yeah, we just kept going. There was no stopping.
Well, see, it's funny because like I wasn't expecting the stream. I was like, oh, I saw the notification pop up on my Discord, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Fucking came through a like. Was about to throw a comment in. I'm like, oh, scheduled for tomorrow at this time. Got it. So I waited around just in case. Nope, nothing. Okay, cool. And then I seen the tweet.
And we're gonna put
Ramen has voted for Jackbox. He said that would be awesome. So
let's see. I think being that there is only 5 of us, we're gonna
And I agree with Ramen that Jackbox would be awesome. It's just always awesome.
well, we better hurry before the cops come pick up Terry.
Yeah. Probably heard me wrong thinking.
I think we will go with Patently Stupid.
That is one of the good things about using Chrome for Hangouts. Since I don't ever use it, Jackbox is already just pops right up on my tabs.
Nice. That's convenient.
Yeah.
Oh, this is wonderful. There we go.
Hey Johnny, did you throw the Hangout in the chat or no?
I've done it a couple times.
Okay. Because Ramen said he'll jump on, but he's just gonna mute his microphone.
Yeah. It's Yeah, I saw Johnny post it. Yeah, I've seen it twice. I've seen twice that he's posted it.
Okay.
But it's pretty far up in the chat, so if Ramen needs it, we can just post it.
Nope, he's in.
Oh, here he is.
He's been here for a couple minutes now. Oh, a minute.
All right.
I'll look it on Johnny so I can actually see the game. Yeah, so I can see the game on the stream, but not on the Hangout.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to.
Okay.
All right. And how about that?
There we go.
Much better.
Perfect.
All right. Can you guys hear it okay?
I'm not picking up anything yet.
I can't hear the game at all.
I can hear.
I'm gonna.
Okay, I'm starting to hear it now. Yeah. At least the master volume.
Okay.
No, it's too fast on the VIP.
Earl Grey for Margaret. Earl Grey for Margaret.
So is Camel the only one left to
Yep.
join?
I'm not seeing the room code.
BCV.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it.
Right on screen.
Well, I forgot that I was looking at the actual stream and not the Hangout for a second.
Right. Oh,
I have a mint tea
All right.
that's half full for the optimist,
there's Camel.
a half empty mocha latte for the pessimist, and a blueberry scone representing isolation.
Hello, welcome to the seminar. My name is Toby, and this is my ex-wife.
Lena!
Does
And
that
together,
sound alright, everyone?
we are about to change your lives.
That's right, Lena.
A bit
I'm
quiet on
looking
my
at
end, but I
5
don't need to
lucky
give the
people
game
with amazing
my
futures
time.
ahead of them.
Great! So now that the doors are securely locked,
I know how to
let's get
play
down to
and-
brass tacks. How are we going to make you rich?
Simple, by unlocking your potential. The potential to invent. And as Lena said, the doors are securely locked. Kicking them can only injure you.
Now everybody knows the best inventions solve big problems.
That's right, Lena. And to identify those big problems, we'll need to do something we call
I don't
market
know why,
research.
but for some reason when Ron's
On your
typing
device,
inside
you're
in the
going to
group
receive
chat,
two
it's
fill in
popping
the
up on my
blank
phone,
prompts.
but not
Type in anything at all.
in the Hangout.
And voila,
Yeah.
you created a problem.
Now
Yeah,
your
it's
created
the,
problems get sent to the other
it's the Hangout
attendees to
thing,
inspire
it's
their
weird.
creative masterpieces.
So
He's
let's
using
get to
I
it.
think.
It comes up in my Gmail rather than the actual Hangout link.
Yeah, it shows up in my Gmail and it shows up on my phone's notifications, and I get window notifications on my desktop. Oh, right. I should be doing
Oh, yeah. Probably should, yeah. Gesundheit.
We're halfway there.
Don't think of it as drawing. Think of it as singing with your fingers.
Good advice.
Except I'm horrible at singing as well.
Now
Yeah,
look at your
that's
device.
exactly why, Ramen.
You've got somebody else's problems.
Been there.
Simply pick the one you want to solve.
Fantastic. Now it's time to solve that problem.
That's right. This is when ideas become reality, using nothing but a pen and paper.
But we ran out of paper, so you'll have to use some cocktail napkins.
And remember, color is your friend. We're halfway home.
Okay, let's get a move on, folks. Time's almost over.
Ah,
You
damn
are
it. Ran out
all
of time.
naturals.
I was just gonna say that. Okay, so now let's bring it all home. Give it a title.
And a snazzy tagline.
Something that makes people think, hey, I really need that.
Let's go.
Ah.
We're halfway there.
You know, that's a good question. Why does putting pizza on a bagel make it an anytime food?
think every food is anytime food.
Team spirit is just another way of saying group ghost, which is terrifying.
Let's get a move on.
I
Time's
like that.
almost up.
This is really stupid. Like,
So is
Great.
mine.
Now, each
That's
of
the
you will
point,
present
isn't it?
your creation with
Yeah,
our
it's in the
amazing
title.
presentation tool.
Really sell yourself, too. This is no time to be shy.
Exactly, Lena. Now, let's see those inventions.
Did they say this is no time to be high? Because I might be screwed.
They said shy, as in embarrassed or nervous.
Okay. Okay, cool. Perfect time to be high.
Okay, so this is my invention. It's the P. Sherman Moving Company. For when you have, problems with fish. Maybe you have a flooding issue in your home. If your house seems fishy, we'll help you move. P. Sherman, 42 Wallaby Way.
Yes.
let's see. I'm gonna have them do it for me because I don't want.
Stand clear and watch us work. What's up, Toby? Seems like you have a problem.
I sure do, Lena. My cat just won't stop doing this.
Well, I think I've got just the right solution. It's something I like to call...
Oh, yeah, that sounds great. But what does it look like?
Glad you asked. Take a look at this.
Picasso couldn't have drawn it better himself. This looks great, Lena, but without a tagline, I'm afraid I just won't remember it.
Not to worry, my easily influenced friend. Soon every billboard will read this.
There you go.
That's the idea. And scene.
Okay. I will present. Okay, so this is the enhancement, and as you can see, there's the hand, and then the thing behind it is the enhancement. That is the bitch who has been mouthing off. That was meant to be a bruise on her cheek. I couldn't make it a handprint. I didn't have enough room.
I'm really hoping that your tagline. Oh.
When you only want to tell her once.
I will present, and Terry, I might need your help at the end there.
Okay.
So, yeah, I hate dating because it's too expensive, and my solution is the Diamantis stratagem.
Nice.
So, as shown by the logo here, it is inspired by Terry Diamantis, and the no to open door signs clearly indicates not going outside. To which leads us to our tagline, and Terry, this is where I'll need your help if you don't mind.
Yeah. Yeah, don't go outside. It's not worth it.
Thank you very much.
Did my microphone pick up the choo-choo going outside
Not that I
before
know.
I muted?
I didn't hear it.
Okay, good.
I never have this when I need it.
Well, I've got just the thing. I call it...
Let's see that drawing.
Ready? Take a look. You don't get that in Quiplash.
Okay, lay that sweet, sweet tagline on me.
Here we go.
And scene. Great job, everyone. Now, each of you has been given some money tokens. Give your largest chip to your favorite invention, your second largest to your second favorite, and so on.
Now let's make some money.
Great. Now let's see which inventions got people excited.
You'll need to acquire $1,000 in capital to not only fund your invention, but also net yourself a $500 funding bonus.
Invest in a successful invention and get double your money back. But if it fails, they keep your cash. Let's see how you did.
Maybe next time.
Aw.
Woohoo! Nailed it.
Well done.
Close, but no cigar. Ooh, a swing and a miss. That's all.
Okay, for the final round, let's switch it up a bit.
Instead of solving different problems, you'll all tackle the same problem. Dun dun dun.
We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a hot and the honor of choosing that final problem goes to you. Simply select the problem you want everyone to solve.
Oh, God.
So I take it, Camel, you're the one that wrote mine?
Yeah.
Who had Nemo again?
Ooh, that's a
That was
good
me.
one.
That was
Okay,
mine.
you know the drill. Let's draw.
Mine was the toilet that Ramen drew.
This was my other choice.
I came up with that one.
That's half your time.
Mine just looks like a torture instrument.
Yeah, mine's terrible. I couldn't think of anything good.
Uh-oh, drawing time's almost done. Okay, let's make those titles and taglines.
I hope you don't mean literally ramen.
Well, I think I have an idea of how to go about this one since I created the prompt, so
Okay, you should be halfway done.
I'm ready when you guys are. Believe in yourself, unless you're Odin. You probably don't exist.
Okay, this is your last chance to impress, so don't hold anything back.
All right, I'll do it this time. So, yeah, my baby needs to learn to shut the hell up and wipe himself. So I am going to start by showing you guys just what they need to use. This thing kind of spins in there and it will wipe for him.
Oh, okay.
I call it the wiper because originality.
I thought you were going with like a bacterial infection. Teach him the hard way.
Yeah, so did I.
Saw your wiping time in half. Because it looks like he's sawing the baby.
Alright. Baby, shut up. Wipe yourself. So the drawing first. So, pretty blank. It's either a building or a room. Well, it is soundproof room. Just toss the baby in there with everything they need and shut the door behind them. Because, as the tagline goes, sink or swim, bitch. I ain't no helicopter papa.
My solution is to reprogram the baby. And so that's a very bad drawing, but essentially you remove the brain and you put a better brain inside the baby. And then that's exactly what the tagline is. So, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Terry, which brain did you get me again?
We need this for
That'd be
people
something.
who are not
That'd be
babies.
normal.
Roman's baby needs to learn to shut up and wipe itself.
Wipe your bloody bum.
Who presents the wipe your bloody bum? Why is my baby's butt bloody there, Ramen? That's scary.
Oh my god.
The bleeding bum.
I don't want to know why that bum is bleeding.
Like, what have you done to your child?
Obviously, that child used the wiper.
Oh, you're wiping time in half.
Okay, so my problem is that my baby needs to learn to shut up and wipe himself. So I present to you the swirly top. If your child won't wipe himself of his own accord, potty train your baby the Gitmo way.
All right, gang. Now it's time to pick your favorites, but let's raise the stakes, shall we? We're going to give you more money to invest, but now there's a higher funding bar to clear. Good luck. Sorry,
If I'm not
Charlie.
mistaken, I think Johnny's the only one of us that has kids, and that's probably a good thing.
I'd like
There
to
you
think
go.
Hey, my
Johnny
last.
takes the lead.
So sad.
Not for long.
Who's the hater?
Yay!
Nailed it.
Not true.
I didn't think I'd do very well with that one.
Way to
And
go.
yes, I really like that. The Gitmo solution.
That's it.
Congratulations. You clearly have the gift of invention.
Now for some bad news. You might have missed the print on the flyer that grants us the rights to any and all inventions created here today.
Yeah, it was on the back. Sorry.
I'm going
Thanks
to
for
say I was a
making
bit
us rich.
inspired
See ya.
by Psychonauts with the whole brain removal thing.
That's what they say. Fair enough. Should have caught on. I was actually editing some of that earlier this evening.
And yes, you defeated my arch nemesis, the non-emu arch nemesis.
Yes. I haven't expanded as far as the nemesis of all Australians, but one single Australian in particular I have made the day easier for.
Indeed. It's,
All right.
and I'm thinking it's just bad messaging on the game's part, because it made it sound like you needed that cobweb duster to actually continue playing.
Mhm.
And so I didn't even get to the pinball level. I was just like, oh, I'm not going to grind till 800 bloody arrowheads and stop playing.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have now seen both what is beyond that point and the purchase of the cobweb duster. So thank you.
Oh, Shio is sending Monkey in the Morning stuff to MSS News.
Oh wow.
But good on you. That is a nice picture. I want to know where those ladies go to UCLA.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Who's the hoe?
Oh yeah, that's what.
Oh, and underneath hashtag MIT AM.
So Jordan's getting into some bondage stuff, it looks like. Interesting.
I did like the quick correction there that
Yeah.
I am.
And this one's making me feel all sorts of patriotic.
And I do like Far's my little fetus with a rainbow.
Oh, has she moved on from the Wumagachi?
Apparently. And apparently Meg Turney is making an appearance by Jordan.
All right.
So what's next on the agenda, boys?
Actually, I need to get this
Some sleep.
closed, and I gotta work in the morning. So.
I understand.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Alrighty.
Well, Ramen, good playing with you, even though we can't talk. So,
Yep.
Della, Terry, Johnny,
Yep.
a pleasure as always.
Indeed. So
And even though you couldn't see it, I was saluting you, gentlemen. So I guess I'll just I'll play us out, Johnny. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Good night,
Excuse
comrades.
me while I wipe a tear from my eye. That was beautiful.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
See you
Later.
guys.